Hi classmate, I'm Carolina Valencia, and this day I'm glad that you are with me because I will introduce you to the important topic of part of speech. So let's start. Okay, continue with the topic part of speech. As you can see, we have 8 parts of speech. We have nouns, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjectives, conjunctions, prepositions, and also interjections. So let's going to see each one for your better understanding. So let's start. Okay, first of all, as you can see, what is a noun? We have that a noun is a word that names, for example, names a person, place, concepts, or objects, right? Basically, as you can see, anything that names a thing is noun, right? So, nouns fall into 2 categories, as you can see, common nouns and proper nouns, And common nouns, we can say that are general names for example, for things like planet and game show. And also proper nouns are names or titles for specific things. As you can see, has person noun, we have Paul, Helen, he, she, mother, and also doctor. Has house place noun, we have school, ocean, Asia, kitchen, country, Texas. We have table, computer, pencil, apple, dog, bad. Also we have love, joy, peace, honor, friendship, and freedom. Okay? And now we'll start with the pronouns. As you can see, pronouns are words that you substitute for specific nouns, right? When the reader or listener already knows which specific noun you're referring to, right? And well, use pronouns every day. In fact, even if you don't know what pronouns are, you use them, right? And we can say that many pronouns change forms when they're used in different positions, right? Within a sentence or different tenses. For example, we have, there were 4 cats and no had long hair. We have my car, which is 20 years old, doesn't connect to Bluetooth. Also, we have the professor who ran the meeting ended in promptly. Okay, so now you can see verbs are words that represent, for example, actions, has the heart of the sentences, right? In clauses, verbs show that the subject is doing or feeling, even if they're just existing, right? And also, okay, as you can see, verbs are also the only type of words that's absolutely necessary to make a sentence. But let's start with the basics. What is a verb? As you can see in these pictures, verbs are words that describes actions, right? Whenever physical or mental, verbs also describe a state of being, right? Like the verbs be, become, or exist. As you can see, verbs have different forms to show different uses, right? Such as an action that happened in the past or an action that happens continuously. As you can see, the different actions that we can say that is about verbs, we have run, swim, jump, and also study. Okay, and now let's start to see what about adverbs, right? We can say that adverbs often modify verbs, right? This means that they describe the way an action is happening. For example, we have Juan sings loudly in the shower. Also, we have my cat waits impatiently for his food. I will seriously consider your suggestion, right? We also can say that adverbs can also modify adjectives. An adverb modifying an adjective generally adds a degree of intensity, right? Or some other kinds of qualification to the adjectives. For example, we have the lake is quite beautiful, right? This book is more interesting than the last one. Also, we have my dog is incredible happy to be having his dinner, right? In general, we can say that adverbs should be placed as close as possible to the words they are intended to modify. In conclusion, we can say that an adverb is a word, right, that describes an adjective or a verb, right, or another adverb. Okay, and now let's start with the conjunctions. Okay, conjunctions are words that link other words, right? Phrases or clauses together. Also, we can say that the conjunctions allow you to form complex, elegant sentences and, well, avoid the choppiness of multiple short sentences, right? Make sure that when you use these conjunctions, that the phrase join, right, by conjunctions are parallel and, well, share the same structure. For example, we have the different conjunctions. We have after, although, as, if, has long, has much, has soon, has stuck, and also we have because. Okay, in summary, we can say that the conjunctions make it possible to build complex sentences that express multiple ideas. Articles are words that, as you can see, identify a noun, right, has been specific or unspecific. Very important. So, as you can see, in English, we have two types of articles. We have definite and indefinite. But let's discuss first them noun in more detail, right? Okay, as you can see, about the definite article can be used with singular, plural, or uncountable nouns, right? And as you can see in this picture, we have before country's name, for example, the China, the Pakistan. We have names of regards rivers, right? We have the Nile, the Chenab, and also we use the definite articles for specific objects, well known by listener and speaker. As you can see, for example, we have, can you give me the books on table? And we also use the definite articles when we mention an object again, right? For example, we have the movie was absent, okay? But what about the indefinite articles? As you can see, the indefinite articles takes two forms, right? First of all is the word when it precedes a word that begins with a consonant, and also is the word and when it precedes a word that begins with a vowel. We can say also that the indefinite articles indicate us that a noun refers to a general idea or category of a thing rather than a specific thing. As you can see, for example, we have has indefinite articles used to indicate a countable noun, very important. We have army, children, class, crown. We also use the indefinite articles to use to indicate uncountable nouns, right? For example, we have advice, beef, cash, data. Also, we use the indefinite articles for similar type things. For example, we have phone, sheep, apple. And finally, we use the indefinite articles for first time when introduce an object, right? For example, I saw a movie last night. Okay, and now that you know more about the part of speech, you can start putting them each into practice, right? Because as you can see, the part of speech are very fundamental and important in the grammar of English. Okay, to finish my presentation, I want to say that this unit for me was very helpful because I know that at beginning the Kellogg's diagram or every part of speech can be a little bit complicated. When at the end, when you manage to understand it, everything, right? And well, you realize how important grammar is for us as future English professionals, right? Well, personally, this semester for me was a lot of learning, right? And well, I want to thank you, teacher Edelmira, right, for all your support in all the semester. And well, I want to thank you, each of you classmates. So that's all for my part. And well, have a good one. Bye.